to say on this subject, rights to nature, is that it is impossible or it is meaningless to have a right to something which itself does not have a right to exist. And when we talk about nature not having a right to exist, it means that we don't have a right to exist because we are nature. When we talk about interconnection, we're talking about a radical interconnection. When we're talking about conserving the environment, we are inherently part of that environment. Without nature, we do not exist. So that's the very first thing. The two go hand in hand. If we want a right to nature, we've got to look at the rights of nature. And the second thing that I want to speak about here is that when we're talking about rights of nature, we're talking about a paradigm shift. We're talking about a shift in perspective. So we're not just talking about another law that we're adding to the mix. We're talking about a fundamental principle that when it's integrated into the fabric of society, it changes everything. Again, the question, why law? We're here to talk about economics. Well, I see law and economics as being deeply interlinked, but I also see another function of law in our society. There are certain natural laws, universal laws, cosmic laws, if you like, that govern all of life. And when our laws are aligned with this, we create the cycle of peace, harmony, and prosperity for all of life. And when our laws are not aligned with this, we pretty much experience what we're experiencing in the world today. If a country were a living organism, I see law as the DNA. It's the code by which that nation expresses itself. It's the rules which govern the relationships between the different parts. And at the moment, we've encoded and we've hardwired separation from the rest of nature into our societal DNA. And there have been scientific studies about how beliefs and thoughts actually tangibly affect our DNA within our bodies. So when we think of an idea, a thought, it has a certain power, it carries the power of intention. When we articulate that into words, it has a stronger power. When we write it down, it has an even stronger power. And when we entrench it in law, it has an unbelievable power to start activating something in that direction.